Hello, Farmadillos. This is Wade bringing you my Dark Elixir farming strategy. This was something that was requested by some of the team members, and so the army that I'm actually going to use is this army number 2 down here. This is something that I have uh, used almost exclusively. And the reason why is because I've done a lot of trial and error, a lot of experimenting, and this is the best farming army that I could come up with. It's very, very specific and very, very effective. So if you look, it's 18 archers. Look at Army 2. 18 archers, 16 giants, 12 wizards, 2 Pekkas, 3 Valkyries ready to jump in a hill. Now, I know a lot of people use have to use a lot of dark troops, whether it be hogs, um, Valkyries, and minions and stuff like that. But for me, I am actually reluctant to use a lot of dark troops because if you're dark elixir farming, you have to hit on a certain amount. Like if you use 10 Valkyries, Valkyries are level 4 Valks are 160 Dark Elixir. So if you use 10 Valkyries, that's 1600 Dark Elixir. That's a gigantic amount of DE that you have to get to break even. And my goal is to get the most I can after I break even. So I take the 2 Pekkas, 16 Giants, 12 Wizards, and the 3 Valkyries. Now the reason why, if I didn't have to, I wouldn't take the Valkyries, but the reason why I take the Valkyries is because sometimes you run into bases that have either Valkyries or Wizards or Archers or Barbs or Giants or some sort of ground troop like that for clan castle defense. And what this does is it allows me to uh, to take out those troops while the Valks are raised and healed. And that way it's not wiping out your entire army real quick. Because Pegasus is nice, they're great tanks, and they do a lot of damage. But good lord, if there's a bunch of giants or a bunch of wizards or something like that, they're just going to wipe out everything. So those Valkyries, just the 3 Valkyries, that's all you need. Under a Rage in the Hill will take out pretty much any clan castle. So that's the ultimate goal of that. And as you can see, the cost is 480 Dark Elixir, which isn't bad. And that way, even if you get around 500, you're at least breaking even for the amount of resources that you put into the attack. So let's go ahead and look at a couple of attacks here. I'm going to tell you this. I look for certain bases. I don't just attack any base because I need to make sure that I am able to get where I am going. And so I did a couple of attacks here. As you can see with these, I don't have the replays, but look at this, 29, 23, 33, 34. And my ultimate goal, I want to hit a base where I at least get 2,000. So I'm looking for 25 or more, 2,500 or more Dark Elixir. Um, and, uh, and so that's the ultimate goal. And so I'm going to show you a couple of replays. I'll show you what I'm looking for when I do these attacks. So let me load up this attack here. When I looked at this base, I thought, well, I've got an opportunity to funnel. And you don't have to enter at the same place every time you do these attacks. So my goal, I'm going to hit here, go into this section because there's a full elixir collector, and then I'm going to go into this section here, which also has a full collector, and I'll show you what happens. This wizard tower does not have a lot of range, so you can pick all this stuff out. Easy funnel there. This wizard tower also doesn't have the range, so those archers actually create my funnel, and then I bust in. I do 8 giants and a Pekka apiece, and then drop some wizards in behind them. And then what the goal is to I'm actually not going to use my Valkyries in this attack. And the reason why is because if I make 3,300 Dark Elixir off of this raid and I don't use my Valkyries, I don't have, I made 3,300. I always base what I make on my raid, what I put into it. And so if I use the three Valkyries, then I only made 2,700 Dark Elixir. Instead, if by not dropping those Valkyries, I make the total 33, and then I can apply that to another base, another army down the road. So as you can see, I'm coming in. I'm actually starting up here now too. So I've got my wizards coming in behind, and then here comes this army as well. Drop my jump and my heal and the rage to get all that in there. Those wizards are banging everything up. Here come the wizards behind this army. And this attack was very successful. I'm about to show you on another attack, another base that I actually prefer to hit. It's a town hall. It's a certain town hall 9 layout that I absolutely love. So if you look, let me move this out of the way. Look at that, 3,600 Dark Elixir. You can't beat that. I mean, that's banging it out. So that's a great attack, and I don't really get anything else. I do get a star. With most of these attacks, you at least get 1 star because you want to aim for the town hall. Your ultimate goal is to get the town hall because that town hall can be 300 to 500 Dark Elixir, and that can be the difference between maybe you breaking even because you have a bad attack or whatever. So I'm going to show you this attack here. If it'll load. Great Wi-Fi where I work at. Okay. If I see this base, I jump for joy. Okay. These are the perfect bases to attack. The funneling is super easy. All you have to do, I come in from this direction at this cannon right here. Drop some giants, drop my Pekkas, my Valks. You don't need wall breakers because the Pekkas and the Valks and the giants do all the work for you. And then a jump right here where this hidden Tesla is going to be that shoots you to the core. Everything goes straight to the core. And super easy strategy. The only thing you have to be worried about with these attacks are balloons and dragons and such. Those can be trouble. But ultimately they're not. And look, see the jump go down right there? Bam, perfection. Look at everything toasting through that. The heal drops. And the best things about these bases is the heroes usually are in the core, and they help funnel those troops in as well. And look at those Valkyries and that Pekka going in there, and bam, there's your Dark Elixir, and then I come up here and I steal this last little bit. So, but that was a super easy base. I'm going to speed it up. I think I actually wind up getting 2 stars. So you get your star bonus out of it. You get your, 2 stars. And you get 2 stars out of it, so you're not having to drop trophies. 2,200 Dark Elixir, super easy. It's about 1,700 in the bank. And that is my Dark Elixir farming strategy. Super easy, super fast. And it gets me what I need. When I am upgrading my heroes, all I do, and here's another attack. When I look at these bases, I look at ways to my angle I'm trying to get in. I don't know where I came from on this base. Okay, I come in here. I just dropped a couple of giants to distract so I can funnel better. That's very important as well. If you can funnel, that way, like with that wizard tower, if you drop all your giants, it's going to do a lot of damage to your giants. So if you look here, now I drop all my giants. Here come my other troops. And then, bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. Giant bomb goes off, no problem. Heal. Here comes the rage. See how those heroes actually get everything into the core because they attract all of it. Look at this. Wizards under a rage with Pekkas and Valkyries are just crushing this base. And there goes all the Dark Elixir. So that's 2,500 Dark Elixir. That's 2,000 on that attack in the bank that goes towards upgrading my heroes. Now, when I am upgrading my heroes, what I do is I drop both of them. I don't use my heroes in my attacks, as you'll see in this video. I put my Archer Queen down on Monday morning and my Barb King down on Wednesday afternoon, and in between I am farming non-stop to get to whatever level it needs to be. Most of the time I get to 190 in the storages. So that's my ultimate goal, is to get it there. I'm at 25 now. I know a lot of guys, it bothers me that I'm not in war, but that is the ultimate goal for me, is to get my heroes up, and if I don't do it like that way, I won't do it at all. So I'm at 25 now. Now, for you Town Hall 8s, you can do the same attack. You'll have to cut out some stuff. You'll have to cut out a, let's look at this army. You can cut out like 2 giants and 10 archers, and you still have the same army composition. Now, you're going to have level 5 giants and you're going to have level 2 Valkyries, but you're hitting Town Hall 8s, and that attack is still effective at that level. You don't need wall breakers, because that's what your giants, your Pegas, and Valkyries are for. Super easy. It lets you practice funneling, because if you do not funnel correctly, you will not get what you need. So it's a great practice for funneling. You learn jump placement, and you learn how to look at a base and see what you're wanting. I will say this, for Town Hall 8s, since you don't have jump, you can do an Earthquake. And the Earthquake is just as effective. You can change the army up a little bit at Town Hall 8, because between the Earthquake and the Valkyries, that's about 800 Dark Elixir apiece. That's going to be a problem. That's going to be like 900. That's a problem, because at that level, that won't be as big of a problem, because at that level you don't need as much Dark Elixir as you do at Town Hall 9. You don't need as much. So you can farm a lot quicker to max out. So that's just a little bit of advice, a little farming video. It's something I do all the time. As you can see, I got my Queen and my King at 25, and that's how I do it. It's also great for if you want to farm up your troops and everything. And like I said, this has been through experimentation, a lot of trial and error, and so that's my Dark Elixir farming. And my next Archer Queen upgrade would be 129,000. Jeez Louise. 129,000. Well, with this farming that I do, I could make that back up in the 3 days that my Archer Queen is upgrading. So there you go. And that's it. That's the Dark Elixir farming video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's really easy, really simple, and very, very easy. So this is Wade from Farmadillos. Just a little bit of advice on Dark Elixir farming. Hope you guys enjoy it and be able to use it. And have a great one, guys.